Welcome back to What's the 411 Sports, and now we're talking about folks that we're throwing on, well, not throwing them on the bench, but we're putting them on the bench because they've been acting bad, not so good. I know, that was bad. Bad word there, sorry about that. But I'm going to start off because needless to say, there's been so much excitement and fervor around this U.S. women's soccer team. They are phenomenal. Great team, one going away, beat Japan's socks off. And it was, an incredible win. Everybody got swept up in it. Big parade in the Canyon of Heroes hadn't been done since 1960 for women. And, I couldn't get into it because I was a little disappointed, again, that there just isn't the diversity I expected to see with, Brittany Scurry years ago, who played so great in the Olympic team. This was the goalkeeper who helped them win the championship. And yet, it just doesn't seem like there's been any progression there. We had a number of over 30-year-olds playing on this team, which was pretty amazing. Exciting stuff. But we had, pretty much one player that I'm familiar with, Sydney Leroux. I don't know why. Sydney Leroux. Beautiful girl. And she scored, I think, the game-winning goal.
Yes.
Didn't really get any camera time. I never saw her. She never did any interviews. And there was a lot of, hoopla around 4 or 5 Wambach. 4 or 5 of the players, unfortunately. I know, Jason, you're an expert on this. Tell me what's going on.
Well, basically, you're right. And also, basically, the photo, Hope Solo, Abby Wambach,
right.
Alex Morgan for various reasons. Then Carly Lloyd, Carly Lloyd got the hat trick, and it was basically everybody else ceased to exist. And it was a weird thing because basically Hope Solo had some issues, domestic issues that other athletes would have got hammered for. She plays the World Cup. It's like it didn't exist. And I think an issue has to be, you watch that parade. The streets were empty compared to a Giants or Yankee parade. I really wonder if it was really a good use of city money. It was a beautiful setting, but it just didn't have the fervor of other parades.
This was something, use of taxpayer money, I'm a little scared, but you had those young girls who were lining the parade, who were inspired. It's nice. There was a nice diversity in the crowd. It'd be nice to see it on the field. That's my only concern.
I agree. Literally, I was unaware of who she was, and I feel like if she did something as in, scoring in the final game regardless, she should be interviewed. She should be, out there, and people should know. I shouldn't have to Google her to know who she is.
Well, the last thing I'm just going to say, they did a retrospective because it's such a big deal for the soccer team. They showed the old 99 team, and they had Mia Hamm and all the usual suspects, and they're all sitting in a circle, and unfortunately, Brianna Scurry sitting on the end, and they literally never did a full frontal shot of her face, even when she was talking. They had her literally 3/4 view. It was terrible. ESPN and anybody else who was showing it, it was bad. And I'm like, and then literally she had a couple of comments to talk about obviously her major part in this, and everybody else is on camera being shot in 3s and 2s and 1s, and it was like, where's Brianna?
She wasn't even in there, right?
It really was. I thought it was very disappointing and a huge opportunity missed because there's a lot of young ladies playing soccer. A lot of them are diverse, and they could bring a lot more folks along. I think if they just opened it up and really started promoting the players that are already there.
But they got to promote all women's sports, not just soccer. A lot of these sports need the coverage that they're not really getting, pretty much.
No, without a doubt.
Right.